Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris here, and this is the pilot episode for the new series I'm starting. It's called IHAV, and that stands for I Have a Voice. And pretty much in this series, it's going to be me talking over some gameplay footage I record. This gameplay you're seeing is from Naruto Storm 3, and I'm playing as Minato, my favorite and best character. And I'm just doing some tournament gameplay, so enjoy that footage while you listen to me. This episode is pretty much about Gamefly, and I have a rant about Gamefly for you guys. Excuse me. So, most of you probably know, of course, what Gamefly is. You know, they're a service online that provides video games, PlayStation 3, Xbox, PC, Wii, and just a bunch of different video games from different consoles, and pretty much mostly all titles. And they, for a standard monthly pay, about $15 I think it is, if I remember right. You get a game shipped to you like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and once you're done with it, you ship it back, and then you make a list, and every time they receive a game back from you, they ship out your next game. So I've always heard that Gamefly wasn't that great of a service. You know, they were always pretty bad at shipping and all that. And so I was like, I'll find out for myself. I've been a gamer for a long time, and I've played a lot of games. And I'm the nearest GameStop to my house is about 30 minutes away. So it's just an irritating out of the way drive. So I was like, I'll give Gamefly a try right now. So I got like a month free with this whole deal I did. I got about a month free, and so I started Gamefly, alright? The first game I put on the list, I started my list, and the first game I put on there was XCOM Enemy Unknown. I'm not really a big strategy game player, but I will play them, and it looked kind of fun. And I've heard a lot of good things. I listened to the Rooster Teeth podcast. That's like the only podcast I listen to, and I listen to them constantly. So I've heard Gus and everyone talk about it, and they said they love it. Gus and Jack and everyone said that they loved it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get it. So I put it on the list, and it said it was shipped to me, and I waited and waited and waited, and it hadn't arrived. It was over like 2-3 weeks. I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, well, maybe my information might have been wrong, so I should have checked that first. I checked my information, my shipping information, everything was correct. I had my card information in there, I had both addresses, my P.O. box and my street address, and I had everything correct. Alright, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll just wait a little longer. Maybe it just got lost during shipping or something, and they'll find it. And a couple months go by, still haven't gotten the game. At this point, I was just livid. I was fuming. I was pissed off. I was like, what the fuck? Where's my game? So I went and I checked my email, and it didn't have a location of where it was. I couldn't track it. And so I sent them an email saying, where's my game? I've been waiting months. And I think it was about 3 months. And they said, okay, something must have gone wrong. We'll send out another one. I was like, okay. So I checked my information again to make sure everything was correct, and everything was correct. And yet they sent out the second one. I didn't get either. And again, it was about 2 months. I was 2 months into the second game shipped out. Same game. It's still XCOM Enemy Unknown. So it was still that game. I was 2 months into the second copy, and then at that point, 5 months into waiting for my first copy, and I didn't get either of them. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I went online, and I was still, I don't know how it worked, but I didn't get charged for the past couple months. I guess they weren't going to charge me for the month until I returned part of the I did like this whole promotional sign up thing until I returned my first disc. They weren't going to start the charge, of course. I have my first disc free, so until they received my first disc, I wasn't getting charged. So over those months, I hadn't gotten charged, but my discs were supposedly still on their way to me. So I couldn't complain because I wasn't getting charged for no service. So I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, so I went and I canceled my Gamefly subscription, and emailed them and said I hadn't received any copies. I am extremely upset with this because this is my first experience ever with Gamefly on my first game to have shipped to me, and out of 2 chances they had to ship it to me and get it to me, they didn't. They were not able to get either fucking disc to me. So I got rid of it, and they apologized and said, when you get the discs, if they get to you, just ship them back. So I was like, hey, you motherfuckers, I'll just keep 1 and I'll send 1 back to you. But I was just saying that out of rage. I would have sent them back to me. I'm a fair person, but out of rage, I said to myself I was going to keep 1. But once I got it, the goodness in me, my conscience, I wouldn't have kept 1. I would have sent them both back. I'll be honest. I think I would have played 1 for it. I would have played it for a day, and then sent it back. But I don't know. I don't know how it would have turned out because I didn't get the fucking games. So I told them that I canceled it, and they said okay. I was canceled. I checked my account to be sure I was canceled. I checked my bank to make sure I wasn't getting charged. A month later, I deleted all my emails I had to do with Gamefly. A month later, I got an email from Gamefly saying, we just received XCOM Origins. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the game. Please, we will send out your next game as soon as possible. And I was like, you motherfuckers. They got the game back. And so far, they've only received 1 game. So there's still 1 game that is MIA. And I don't know what's going on with that. So, yeah, I was pretty pissed off, but then, and I saw that, and I was like, I didn't even get the fucking game. Don't send me this bullshit email saying you received the game, because I don't care. I don't want anything to do with your company anymore. And, so pretty much, I see XCOM at GameStop all the time, and I always think to myself, maybe I'll buy it, but then I think, well, if I had such a bad time with Gamefly and getting this game, maybe I just shouldn't get this game. Maybe I'm just cursed to never play this game. Maybe if I try to play the game, I'll get into a car accident and the game will get snapped in half or something on the way home. You know, maybe I just should not play this game. So, I have not bought the game yet. I have not done anything with Gamefly, and I do not recommend the shitty service to anyone. But who knows, maybe it was just me. Maybe if you did Gamefly, you'd have a better experience. But from what I heard from people, everyone always said Gamefly was bad. They just weren't good at the one thing that they do. So, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend using Gamefly. I'd recommend just, if you can't go to the store to buy a game, if you can't go to GameStop or Walmart to buy a game, just buy a game off Amazon. I buy a lot of games off Amazon for, cheap prices, and I buy a lot of stuff off Amazon. If I'm sitting in my room and I'm like, man, I need some new pens, I'll just go on Amazon and I'll just get some pens or some shit. I don't know. I'm just lazy, and going places is just a hassle, so if you're going to buy stuff online, just go on Amazon or go to the GameStop site and buy a game there, whatever. Just don't use fucking Gamefly because it's not worth it. At least buying games somewhere else, you can bring them back to GameStop, even though you don't get very much money for them. If you sign up for the rewards program, which I'm not being paid to say any of this. I'm not promoting Power Up or anything, but Power Up Rewards is really good. It saves you money on games. It gets you more money on games that you're trading in, and you get points to save up and buy stuff on PowerUpRewards.com. So I don't know. I would recommend Power Up Rewards over Gamefly at any time. It's definitely worth the whatever the charge. I think it's like $15 for the year subscription or something like that at GameStop. So if you're an avid gamer, get rewards. I imagine you already do. So Shino's kicking my ass right here. I don't know why. I hate fighting long range opponents because they just sit back and do that, and trying to get close to them, they save up their substitution jutsu, so it's hard to get the good hit on them because they just substitute. So I was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he kills me right here. So anyways, guys, please drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys